Nikki was 30 years old, but life had aged her faster than the calendar ever could. She lived in a cramped, state-paid apartment with peeling paint and blinds that never opened. 4 kids, 4 dads, none of them around. She had become a mother by accident, not intention, and she never slowed down long enough to understand what motherhood truly meant. The food stamps came every month like clockwork, but the refrigerator rarely held more than cheap energy drinks and half-eaten leftovers. Nikki wasn't the type to think ahead. Most days, she was already planning her next YouTube party stream, where she blasted music, cussed at invisible haters, and begged viewers for donations and Christmas gifts. Her kids, they were usually at her mother's apartment, across town. "Just for today, Ma," Nikki would say. But today always became tomorrow, and the next day, and the next. Her mother kept taking them in, bathing them, feeding them, getting them to school, all while carrying the ache of watching her daughter drift further from the person she once hoped she'd become. Nikki barely took care of herself. She rolled out of bed, smelling like yesterday's cigarettes, hair matted, clothes reused until they held the shape of her neglect. Showers were optional. Brushing her teeth was a chore she hadn't bothered with in months. Her self-care had slipped, then fallen, then shattered completely. Something inside Nikki was missing: identity, direction, purpose. She grew up being told she might be native, maybe Mexican, maybe both, maybe neither. The truth got lost somewhere between old family rumors and her own disinterest in finding out who she really was. She drifted without roots, without pride, without knowing where she belonged. Instead, she chased the attention of married men who whispered comfort they never meant, who used her as a temporary escape before disappearing back to their wives. Nikki mistook their presence for affection, their attention for love. Every time they left, she felt even more hollow. And her kids felt that hollowness too. Sometimes, late at night, her mother would watch them sleeping on her couch and think, they deserve so much more than this. But Nikki didn't see herself as the problem. She saw herself as the victim, a victim of bad luck, bad men, bad breaks, bad childhood, anything but her own choices. On YouTube, she cried to her followers, asking for money, gifts, sympathy, while ignoring the children who needed her more than any stranger online ever could. She wanted praise without effort, love without responsibility, and success without work. Her life was a cycle of avoidance, denial, and running from the truth. She had become a mother who wasn't ready and might never be. It wasn't evil. It wasn't malicious. It was tragic, because deep down, under the layers of apathy and chaos and self-destruction, there once was a girl who imagined a better life. Nikki had dreams once, blurry, small, fragile dreams, but life swallowed them before she had the strength to chase them. Now she wandered, lost in her own story, while her children grew up in the shadow of what she couldn't be. A mother in name, but never in action. A woman drifting too far from the shore to see how far she'd gone. A life not ruined by one big mistake, but 1,000 tiny ones. And the saddest part? She didn't even realize it.